I begin, I want to show my view from my bedroom window because it's worth documenting. That's on the left side, and then we got Crested Butte Mountain right there. Alright, so I'm going to go through all of the backpacking gear that I took with me to Colorado. I'm living in Crested Butte for the summer for an internship. So with that being said, I'm going to start off with my big three, and then I will move from there. First backpack is a Z-Packs Arc Haul backpack. It's awesome. This is just for when I'm out by myself, solo trips. And I've got a really big backpack, which is my Osprey Zenith 88. It's basically just for when I'm carrying other people's gear, and if I want to take a friend with me, like, and they don't have a backpack to go backpacking, I can just take this and basically hold all the gear. So, and anytime Annie comes with me, this is what I use. And then my tent that I brought is the Nemo Dagger 2-person tent, which I love. It's awesome. And I also brought, it's in a different bag, but I also brought an Outdoor Research Alpine bivvy, which many people don't use bivvies, but for some reason, whenever I'm like solo backpacking, I love sleeping in my bivvy. I just think it's cozy and simple, and it's really durable, which is, it's a 4-season shelter, which is awesome. And then my sleeping bags are over here. Let me get them. So my first sleeping bag is the Kelty Cosmic Down 20-degree bag. This is basically just for my friends whenever I take someone else with me. I don't really use it ever. Yeah, as you can tell, I'm not very organized, and just having one on, I broke my collarbone first week mountain biking. But here's the this is what I use often, pretty much every time. It's the Katabatic Gear Flex 22. It's a quilt, and it's freaking amazing. I love this thing so much. I could talk about it all day long, but that's not the point of this video. Okay, and then my first sleeping pad, Neo Air X Lite, simple. Mine is actually getting mold in it. I can see it if I put like a flashlight behind it, and so if anyone has any ideas on how to like get the mold out of sleeping pads, I'd love to know. And then my Cho Pad knee pads, or knee braces. These things are awesome. I don't use them much for short trips, but longer trips where I'm trying to really take care of my knees, these are great. Obviously a map of the area. Sea to Summit blow up pillow. This one's the Aeros Ultralight regular size. And you know, one of my favorite pieces of gear ever is my fleece balaclava. I take it with me literally everywhere. Just the most versatile piece of gear, and it's awesome. And especially with a quilt, I think it's great to be able to sleep with it and just have the, you know, the extra warmth around your head. Oh man. Yeah, and just so you know, I'm still planning on going backpacking and everything, where me and Eric, the guy I'm working for, he's a professional explorer. He's very innovative, and it's been kind of fun because we're building, it's called a travois, and I'll put a picture in it, but I'm going to go backpacking, basically carry all the weight on my hips. And he's very innovative just because, I mean, on his expeditions that he goes on, he's got to be super, you know, if a piece of gear breaks or something, he's got to find out an alternative. So that's kind of what we're doing, but instead of gear breaking, it was my bone. And I had surgery, which is why I'm wearing these socks thingies. My 2 water bottles with my filter. Talenti jar for cooking, or for cold soaking, I mean. I honestly cold soak a lot more than I do bring my stove, just because it's just easier, and I'm not picky when it comes to food, so I can enjoy anything, cold, warm, hot, whatever. A big battery pack. Ooh, that didn't sound good. I didn't mean to do that. Well, hopefully I didn't break it. And then my Tyvek, which is for my tent and bivvy. This is just my ditty bag with all my, you know, toothbrush, toothpaste, sunblock, trowel, toilet paper, all that stuff in there. Garmin InReach Explorer Plus, which this thing is just freaking amazing. I love this thing so much. I mean, I'm a big advocate on always having like a way out if you get stuck somewhere. So I mean, just like this, when I broke my collarbone, I was out mountain biking alone, and luckily I was really close, but you know, if something bad happened unexpected, you definitely want to be able to like get in contact with someone. So definitely look into these things. These things are great. They're a little expensive, but it's worth it. It could save your life. So I believe in it. And this is just some electronics like my headlamp, chargers, a couple other things, you know, normal electronics. This is just a waterproof stuff sack or compression sack that I just carry my clothes in just because I like to have, you know, make sure that something's waterproof. And then this is actually a sleeping pad, a ridge rest that I got at the thrift store in town for $1.63. So this will just be something that I either use like really like cold weather camping or backpacking, or for friends, and who knows, for $1.63, I don't think you're wrong with it. So my bear canister, because you have to have a bear canister. And then it's kind of hard opening this with one arm, but if you don't know this little trick, then I'm going to show you it right now. Let me find it. So if you have the notches, you take a credit card or something like this. Okay, so you put this in there. There we go. Okay, so it's a trick, but with two hands it obviously works. So it's just with one hand I'm struggling, and I had surgery like a week ago, so I'm still kind of in the healing phase and trying to be really gentle. I have a big flask for water. My ultralight Java drip, which this thing's great. This is for coffee grounds, and you don't have to use, you know, the single-use coffee, instant coffee. So this thing is awesome, and it hooks onto my like any kind of pot. It's great. Cedar Summit Spork, a Vargo Bot titanium pot, which has a screw top lid, so I can also use it for cold soaking. My MSR Pocket Rocket stove. That's enough. Fuel canister, and then I didn't include any backpacking clothes or anything just because that's kind of boring. But I also have my Xped down mat 9, which this thing has an R value of 8, so it's meant for like extreme cold weather. And this is another thing I kind of just brought for my friends, kind of like as a luxury, because if someone, you know, like Annie, I know she's gonna want to sleep comfortably, so this is a very comfy pad, and quite honestly, I might use it now that I have my collarbone thing, because when I'm out there, it might be kind of nice to be on a rectangular pad versus a mummy-shaped pad. So yeah, it's pretty awesome, and you'll never be cold sleeping with this thing. It's great. So I'm actually getting out tomorrow, and I'm gonna go backpacking using the travois. It'll be really interesting. I'm about to go over to Eric's house and build it with him. So if you're interested in checking out Eric's YouTube channel, I'll link it below. Please like this video. I mean, I know it wasn't the most organized video ever, but you know, I'm trying my best with one arm. So yeah, I'm just kind of chasing dreams and, you know, seeing where it leads me. So thank you very much, and I think that's all. Now I have a mess to clean up.